Hi guys, just a quick look at the Icom IC-R75. Just going to go over the front panel and just see what features it's got. It's a real quick look here on the features basically, and the buttons and what they do for anyone who doesn't know. Just look at the, okay, so obviously from the left we've got the headphones, standard output. It's not stereo, but it does double up on the ears, so you get mono in each ear. The power button, obviously power on off, you press it, it's a momentary press, so you press it on, off, and then on. You have to press it for more than a second. The outer ring on this, or shall I go along the bottom? I'll go along the bottom. Okay, so you got the preamplifier there. Let's just press that preamp. So 2-stage. Doesn't make much difference on a strong signal, but it does make quite a bit of difference on a weak signal. It's really quite good, the preamp on this. It's quite powerful. If you get in there, you can just about hear something, just bring it in quite well. Attenuator, 20 dB attenuator. Pretty standard, 1 stage, 20 dB. Automatic noise reduction, which is the DSP, which you can see here that it's got the DSP board enabled, which I fit, and I made a video on that. I fitted it myself. The digital signal processing, it's more like digital audio processing now, because it's in the AF stage, not the IF stage, so it's a bit of a lie there, but I suppose it is digital. So noise reduction, it's quite good. It's not the best signal. This is a really strong signal. It's not the best signal to show on, but yes, it's got noise reduction, and it's also got, let's just see if we can get something a bit. It does work on FM as well. You hold it down, I think you go to about 16, 15 and 0, which is nothing. I normally have it on 3 or 4. That's quite nice without doing too much of a distortion on the signal. When you've got it on low, it's more like a high cut sometimes, and then it starts becoming, it's a decent digital signal processing in the AF stage, to be fair to Icom. It's not the best in the world, but it is fair. Next, automatic notch filter, which is a tone. I've actually got a tone. I've always got a tone on one of these frequencies. I think it's the 21 megs somewhere. I've always got a tone, and that's why I'm not tuned to it on the 15 meter band. So if I tune down, it's got that tone there. So automatic notch filter pretty much instantly gets rid of it. Sometimes it has to hunt a little bit for that, along with the noise reduction. Sometimes they interfere with each other, but really quite a good automatic notch filter. Saves you messing around trying to get rid of it yourself. I believe again it's in the audio stage, but well, I know it's in the audio stage, so it's quite good though, having that notch, automatic notch. It's really useful sometimes when you get something like that, a bit of a tone. The next is on the bottom, noise blanker, pretty good. Again, I've got a signal I normally get quite a bit of splatter on, which there, so 20 meter band. It's actually quite a good noise blanker. It's not the best I've ever heard, but it's actually quite good. It's quite a decent noise blanker again from Icom. Then we've got this above it, which is the antenna, which you hold it down, you select antenna 2, which is a 2 spring-loaded blocks, which you can put cable into, one for ground, one for positive, or whatever you want to call it, line, live. And then you've got the clock, settings, which just runs through the setting menu, which you run through with these arrow buttons here, and then you alter what it is there on that. On the wheel, the VFO. is you alter the setting. I don't alter too many settings because I can't remember what most of them mean. So there's a few different. It doesn't count the menu, which is a bit odd. Normally it gives you a menu count, but you've got that's the beep limit. That's the that must something to do with the scan. That's the I don't know what that is actually. Oh, sorry, screen. That's the screen, I think. No, is that? I'm not sure. So I didn't really set up to go through all these, but noise blanker on AM, yes or no. Enable, yes or no. Then that's the synchronous AM setting. Continuous wave, pitch, few different things. Quite a few settings. Quite a good menu, to be honest. Get rid of that by pressing that. Clock literally just brings the clock on, which is a bit of a waste of a button, but it's quite good. Obviously, if you need a clock, then there's a clock there. The clock's run on an internal IC-R75 cell, I think, or something like that. One of those non-rechargeable lithium cells, which probably lasts about 4 or 5 years, I should imagine. The other Icom, the 8600, this one's sort of a newer version of this and a newer version of this, really, has a rechargeable battery that's supposed to charge up when it's plugged in, but I had one and it had failed. It had basically failed, and I needed to replace it and I couldn't find it. So a bit annoying that this is literally just take the cover off and slip a new battery in every 3 or 4 years, or 4 or 5 years or whatever, and that you couldn't get to the you know, I don't understand how it couldn't remember the time. A £2,500 radio, it couldn't remember the time. Amazing. And this has just got a little battery to remember it, which is really simple. Anyway, so on the outside, you've got the RF gain stroke squelch. It's an odd setup on these where this is the RF gain. As you turn it down, the signal meter goes up, which is quite common on higher end receivers. As you turn it up past the 12 o'clock point, you've got the noise squelch there, which cuts off only in FM. Cuts off, just get some FM. Cuts off the noise. And then you've got the signal meter around the 1 o'clock mark, which starts moving the signal meter up. Anything over that opens the squelch. It's actually quite a nice feature. You can set this up to be just RF gain from 12 onwards, or just from 12 backwards, or just squelch from 12 onwards in the menus. Or you can set it up to both. I don't see the point in disabling one of them when you can just have it like in the center and use both. You don't use either, you don't use them together, so you might as well use them independently like that. On the center wheel, AF gain, audio frequency gain, and aka volume. There you go. All analog controls on this. Well, at least the volume is. Twin bandpass tuning, which is very useful. It only works in sideband and I believe in AM synchronous when you've got certain filters set up, which is actually quite handy to. They stop auto notching there's a little detent in the center position. But I say, really handy getting rid of adjacent signals, spurious signals and stuff like that are too close to the frequency you want to listen to. Okay, up here the mode buttons, which are pretty straightforward: LSB, USB, low sideband, upper sideband, standard stuff, continuous wave, radio teletype. Then you've got hold it down, you get reverse, CW, and reverse radio teletype. RITI. Okay, filter selection, wide and narrow, and there is on this I've got 3 filters set up. It's complicated, that is a video to itself. With the filters, you've got basically, you can choose quite a few different filters, but I've got 3 set up: narrow, medium and wide on USB. AM, I've got just narrow and normal, or yeah, just pretty much medium. I'll talk about the filters in another video. That's a whole video on that. FM, tuning steps, keypad, enter, memory right, VFL memory, clear, scan, select, up and down the channels, and a lock button, which is just on-off lock, and only locks the VFL. That's it, guys. I'm going to go through this with a bit more detail, especially with the filters, in another video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.